Although it didn't go to plan, we made progress. Before I go and slap it up in there, this is a mini torque starter. It works with a 168 tooth flywheel. This is what I have on my motor. This was a really nice gift from my in-laws several years back when I had the 396, but I'm just taking it, wiping off all the oil and stuff from the previous service. But since now the oil pan's back on and that debacle's over with, let's get this thing bolted back on and up under here. Ta-da! Now, something I am considering, because this thing is right here, this is gonna have a lot of heat. To thermally protect this, I might need to grab a shield, one of the lava rock shields or something, and wrap it around this, because this is that collector. And as you can see, there's a little bit of air between it, but safe than sorry. This is a good thing. I do want to protect it. I don't want to heat soak it. So we'll be looking into that later. Something that I did, just a handy tip for you if you haven't worked with radiators a bunch, they are kind of delicate. I put a piece of cardboard in front of it so I don't punch any holes in it, bend the fins or mess it up. That little cardboard there, it might be, you know, $1 worth of cardboard can save you $400 worth of aluminum. So just a handy tip. Just like with my fuel lines, I insulated the transmission coolant lines because they run along that same channel right next to the header up against the block and come out over here, and then they go to the transmission cooler that's in the radiator. I want to get those in. I got to snake them up through the block. It will be a challenge. It's going to take some time. I'm probably going to say some magical words. So I'm going to get those in. Something to point out here, as you see me put these in, the top side, this is the hot one. The bottom one, it's the return one. So up on the radiator, the top one, that'll be the hot side because it's the top of the radiator. The bottom one will be the cold one because that's the bottom side of the radiator, and that's heat goes to the top, cold goes down. Just FYI, if you're ever putting in these lines and you want to know which one's which, and also you don't want to mix them up, because if you put the hot into the cold and the cold into the hot, you'd be heating your transmission fluid instead of cooling it. Just a FYI. Just FYI, I know I jump around. I was putting in the lower radiator hose, found out I'm missing a clamp, so then I decided, what else can I work on without having to stop and go to the parts store? So, got out the sander, knocked this down with a 120, 220, then hit it with a 420, and then some Rust-Oleum in a spray can. And I have to say, these inner fenders are looking sharp for a rattle can job. Next on the agenda, we gotta get this shift linkage in. Basically, I gotta undo this pin, which means that spring thing will come that way. I've got a brand new cotter pin right here, so let's get this hooked up and then we can shift the transmission from inside the cab. All right, let's go find out if this works. I'm pretty excited. Having linkage. We might have to adjust it, but reverse, neutral, dry, second for low. Sweet. Lots of noises, clicky goodness. Next, I did do some research, found me a heat shield for the starter. Got me some lava starter shield. It velcros on, it goes around the starter, it keeps it from heat soaking. Should help it last longer, so. Because it's an easy install, we'll go ahead and get this on because we got the part. I do think that'll do. That should help that last a lot longer, and I like the way that looks. Alright. I appreciate y'all hanging out in the shop with me. This one was more about just making progress, working with what we got, and I'm gonna keep doing that. We're now got two really big pieces to bolt in, and I'm not gonna lie, this rattle can job, I'm still impressed with it. Alright, I'm gonna go round up some more parts so we can keep progressing. You guys be good. We will see you in the next one. Thank you.